Okay, part 2 for Alice. So now that we're face up, so face down, we got the kundalini happening up and through the spine. Obviously you can feel that there was a lot of stuff going on energetically with all this trauma that's happened this week. So it's that time of day.
Does it do it automatically?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
7 o'clock.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Hip.
Back.
Okay. So I'm going to check that the femurs are in the sockets properly and hold. Okay. And hold. They tried. Like, they're not bad.
No.
Yeah.
They try.
Okay, so just bend the leg.
bad one.
Yeah. So just bend the leg at the knee.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yes. When your legs are permanently in fight and flight.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, they're already out in front of you energetically before you even do anything.
Oh, good that they're ready.
That's right. They're primed.
It'd be good if they were leaner.
Pardon?
It'd be good if they were leaner like they used to be.
It doesn't stop you being able to fight and flight.
I know, well practiced.
Excuse my back.
So what do I do now? Just
No,
like
just
that?
relax.
Okay.
Yep. And
Gets sore down the sides.
yeah, because that's the fascia lata and it falls out of its groove under stress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the fascia lata is about grief, guilt, regret. None of that going on.
So that means in with 3 to 5 in the morning
Yeah, absolutely.
with the loved ones. I do a lot more of that than
And
I
your
do
neighbour
the 1 to 3.
exercising?
Oh, God.
What time does he start?
He's going back to 5 again. He thinks I can't hear it.
That's because he's an idiot.
And he drops things.
So just with that energy in there online, it's escape submission free, so wanting to run away.
Yeah, that was exactly what I
Yeah.
was thinking for 2 days. Because I just don't want to keep doing it.
Yeah. So just, if you can lie your legs flat just for a moment, I want to check out your gait. So just relax, and I'm just turning into, oh yeah. So can you feel the right one's much higher than the left? Yeah. Okay, now you can do whatever you need to make yourself feel comfy. And let me check your arm lengths. And fingers outstretched. Oh yeah, have a look at your right one.
Yep. I know, I'm
Okay.
crooked.
Yeah.
Twisted.
You're totally twisted, sister.
Twisted sister.
Exactly. We're not the same era.
No.
Okay. Yeah, right. And with that gait, there's a pain and punishment circuit, you know, driving
That's
it.
exactly how I was feeling.
Okay, so let's have a look. Do we need to go to grief gate? We do. Okay. So just get you holding those pain punishment points for a sec.
The punishment is the work, is like
It's
it
the
feels
what?
like it feels like a punishment because you end up doing the people pleasing in order to avoid further hurt to be done to yourself.
Yeah,
So you don't win either way.
yeah,
You just minimise the damage.
yeah.
And I don't think I should have to do either.
No. No.
And that's why it feels like a punishment.
Well, I suppose other people would just go, blow this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know, and
And
screw it.
she said,
Yeah.
just ignore it. Don't worry about it. I'm too late. My body's responded
Yeah,
before
it's already
the brain's
happened.
even hit.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. This is it's a pain and punishment come through the generation on your mum's dad's side.
Oh, okay. I don't even know his name. I know Grandpa's name is Bernard, but I don't know what his... Or was his father John? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's to do with outward... Okay, so it's to do with outward focus. Feeling responsible for other people.
Oh, I hate that word.
Yeah. Always being that tactful person, trying to keep everything under wraps. You know, the whole people person. Being responsible and supportive for other people.
Which is
Always
what got me into trouble.
Yeah. Always having that compassion before... For others first, not for yourself.
Others, and then it's me who ends up wearing it.
And where it was kicked in for you... Yeah, right, it was really young, 3 to 6 years old.
Yeah, I was never a child.
No, and it was before you were even 4 years old, so it was really, really young.
Mm-hmm.
And even at that time, messed with your confidence, who you were, stopped you from being able to boast about yourself. You know, kids, they sort of just have that, that just fun, carefree.
Well, that's
being able to just
enjoy my tea, didn't enjoy getting ducks.
Yeah.
None of that.
So messed with your confidence with who you are, made you inability to boast.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, messed with your self-pride. Yeah, and made you have guilt because something happened that caused you to be guilt-driven, so your innocence disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But going back 4 generations activated before you were 4 years old.
Yeah, Mum and Dad split when I was in hospital at the age of 3.
Yeah, right.
I was dying from tonsils and adenoids being removed and nearly bled to death, and that's when we left.
Yeah, right. So operations as well as the spinal doodad.
Yeah, the lumbar puncture.
Lumbar puncture.
Because I got meningitis.
And you were so bad you nearly died.
Yeah.
And your dad left at the same time thinking, she won't notice. She's in hospital.
And I hated white.
Excellent. So what did little 3-year-old Alice think? He doesn't love me, I'm not worthy.
He left.
He left?
Mm-hmm. Mum and Grandma were stuck behind a white door with masks with just a little glass window.
Yeah.
Because I was infectious, so...
Yeah, right.
And even when I left, I...
So you know what everyone feels like now.
Yeah, so
on the
even
planet.
any toys that I had, which were few and far between, and my pyjamas I had to leave behind. Wasn't allowed to take anything with me.
Yeah, so your little nervous system would have learned that it doesn't matter how sick you are, you can't even have people you love nearby. Doesn't matter how sick you are, you can't have the things you love. Great lesson to learn at 3 years old. Yeah, okay. So ego defense mechanisms. Yeah, right. Isolation, avoidance, minimization.
Just go with that.
Yeah.
So I didn't even ask for stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get it.
Okay, so at 3. Yeah, right. So at 3 you felt helpless. It was like you just gave in, surrendered to the whole thing.
I was just in so much pain with the meningitis.
And currently?
I couldn't get my chin off my chest. My spine just curved.
Yeah. So currently there's a despair, like it's a real, it's like a really deep level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Emptiness of loss of hope. So emptiness of complete loss of hope. So like your whole nervous system's gone, well, there is nothing.
That might be why I've been feeling so crap.
Yeah. So feeling hopeless and pessimistic. What's the point? Isolated. Depressed and doomed. Do you feel a bit doomed sometimes? Like,
Because you know how much work I do and how much exercise I do and whatever, but I never seem to be successful
yeah,
in what I set out.
yeah. Okay, so to start with, we just need to have a few drops of pawpaw. So pawpaw is for reconnecting the brain. So it's when we're just not finding a logical, creative anything because we're so stuck in survival. It's what I took when I was studying biochemistry to try to keep reintegrating my brain.
Lecturer, you really need it. He was a hard taskmaster. Brilliant man, but boy, was he tough.
Yeah, my lecturer, her name was Amanda, and she had chronic fatigue, and she had this really soft voice, so you could never hear her. So I would always make sure I got to class early so I could sit close to her because she actually had really good information.
Well, we had to get there early because he used to lock us out otherwise.
But with chronic fatigue, she used to suck back Diet Cokes all day long.
Oh, no.
And one day I had a big chat with her. I said, "Yeah, that's toxic stuff, don't you?" But this is 7 drops. That's a big dose. That's lifetime. Oh, and I should say we're not wearing hand gloves and masks because pretty much in Brisbane there haven't really been any cases. Today there was a case in Rockhampton, North Queensland, but that's like 1,000 kilometres away.
Hand sanitised.
Hand sanitised within an inch of our life, like everyone. Okay. So now where do we need to go? Okay, now we need to go straight into your survival stuff. I thought we might need to do some more reconnection since pawpaw showed up, but no. Okay, so just, just relax and I'll pull your toes back. It's more about your toes. And hold up.
It actually hurts.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
And and this one. So I just want to pull your toes back and hold. Okay. Not too bad, actually. But it says, yep, I'm running on a bit of adrenaline. Hold.
I'm too tired.
That one's, that one's survival, it's okay. Hold. That one's deep survival, it's okay. And hold. No, that one's hidden deep. So
which one didn't work?
So what's it been, about 6 weeks since we did our last treatment? I actually think that's not too bad because
It might be longer.
Yeah, so...
How long have we been in isolation?
Yeah, right. It was before isolation. Yeah, so it's only one of the 3 layers at the moment that's showing up, which really isn't too bad. Let me get my chart.
You did that last time too, and then when you did something, you unlocked the whole lot.
Yeah, and that'll probably happen, but that's okay.
I forget what you did. You did something.
Your sixth sense is just like the little vigilance bunny out there. Yeah, so it's not the usual senses messing with you, it's your sixth sense just screwing with you.
Because I don't want to go back there again. That was the whole thing, I wanted to prevent it.
Yeah.
Because I'm too tired to deal with it again.
Yeah. So your sixth sense is making you want to run away.
That's why I prepared my own classes.
Nice. We'll let go of toxic people, one by one. Yeah. So what they've done by questioning your honesty is messed with your anterior cingulate gyrus, which is the area that wants us to be perfect under stress. you didn't do anything wrong, but your whole life you've been gaslighted into believing you've done things wrong when you haven't. So it's brought in that, holy crap, but I didn't do anything wrong, but oh my God, I must have if all these, women are saying blah, blah, blah about me. So it's really brought in that obsessive thinking about how we are socially that doesn't leave our brains, because it's just going round and round. How could I have done better? How could I have been perfect? How could I,
Why can't they hear me?
Yeah. Why can't they hear me? Exactly. Not going for your nose. Hold out. Just your chin.
Those ones hurt too.
Okay, yeah. Now this one's the pleasure rewards being switched off. So because you're double guessing yourself, because they've made you double guess yourself.
And that brings in the hypervigilance. Because I'll go looking for what did I actually say, what did they actually say. No, I don't understand.
Yeah. Over the years, Alice and I have both looked into the Enneagram process. And if you've heard of the Enneagram, Alice is a 1. Pure and simple, she's a 1. And 1's a perfectionist. And part of being a 1 is that things can be quite black and white. You lie, and it's not being a 1. So when honesty gets questioned by a 1 in the Enneagram, it's just so foreign that it makes the body just...
Have connections.
Yeah, just totally messes with things. I'm a 7.
That's good.
Yeah.
Unhealthy 8s I don't like. Well, it's not that I don't like them, I just find it difficult to be in their energy.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about to go into the brain stem, which is the reticular activating system, which is to do with the vigilance. We'll see. Close your eyes for a sec. Okay, did it energetically.
Oh, good.
Could you still feel it?
I can feel it hover.
That's funny. Okay, so with this one, it's activated noradrenaline. So once again, with these women, it's created noradrenaline, so that expectation of long-term stress, switching off your serotonin.
It did.
Yeah.
And I withdrew.
Yeah.
And one of them just kept emailing and texting and whatever. And then she'd be really nice. And I believe you and all this, but you make false assumptions and straight away it would re-trigger me. And I ended up saying that.
Yeah.
But then it's the whole thing about, oh well, you feel less than human because you're the one with the issues.
Yeah.
And I even said, I'm sick of having to apologise for having anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
You're making me feel like I don't belong.
Yeah. Yeah. Close your eyes again. Okay. And relax. Yeah. And then it's activated the acetylcholine, which is like the triple shot of coffee, got the vigilance going. So you've got low serotonin, high acetylcholine. That's what you feel in your nervous system. Still taking your GABA?
Yeah, I'm on the last one.
Cool.
I put that in the probiotics together in the same water each one.
Oh,
Is that
perfect.
all right?
No, that's great. Okay, so is that finished? No, it's not. So I need a diffusion or a correction. I need a correction. Yes, or oscillation chakra essence. Well, one lets me know the cycle's finished, and the other one just lets me know we jammed somewhere in there and we need to do something to diffuse some energy before we can move on.
Okay.
We need to diffuse energy before we can move on. Guess what flower essence showed up? It's angel sword. Took on all their crap.
Mm. Yeah, they never take on mine though, or they probably wouldn't survive it. It'd be good if they kept their own.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just the girls, of course. This has your mum and brother in it as well. It's 8 drops.
And
it's a
that's
huge dose.
For trying to explain that to somebody, that's why I said you're actually re-triggering me. So please stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, people don't get it.
Mm.
Big dose.
Mm.
Okay, there's still something to do with the 6th chakra.
What's the 6th one?
Oh, sorry, 6th sense.
Oh,
Sorry,
sense.
hon. Okay. Now the next one is when there's conflict going on in your head. You know, so it's like what happens when we're being gaslighted. You know, and then someone says something. You go, really? Did I? Didn't I? And when, especially when you know it, and they're bringing in that information all the time, creates real conflict in the brain. And the brain then just can't let go of it because it knows there's no truth attached to it, but it just sticks in there like a jolly pickaxe in the head.
False assumptions, and I'm sitting there going, no, I didn't. You didn't hear what I actually said.
And hold out. So this one's the orbitofrontal cortex. That's the one that's got the little gyrus sitting in under the logical and creative sides of the brain, and it's waiting for creative logical input to help you out. But when we're in survival, that doesn't happen. Our survival patterns trigger that fight, flight, freeze. Okay. Okay, let's see where your gates are at again. So legs.
Oh, sorry.
No, all good, all good. Okay, so just relax for a sec. Okay, so that's even. Okay, now do whatever you need to do with your hip. And fingers outstretched. Oh, it's closer but no cigar. It's about halfway there. That's okay. Okay, we need to do a tuning fork combo, so I'll pause and we'll come through for round 3.
Okay.
See you in a sec.